Hello everyone, welcome back to what is going to be episode 1 of a 5-part series, which is going to be filmed over the next 5 days and then it's going to be posted on this channel over the next 5 Sundays, right? And that's going to see us right away through October and into November. So behind me, I'm somewhere extremely exciting. We have not slept a wink. We travelled all the way through the night to get down here. The A45S is right in behind that roller shutter door there. I'm going to give an update on what's happening in a moment, but as you can see, trailer unloaded. We got here safe, but as I said, we've not slept. So A45S EST performance, stay tuned if you want to see what's about to happen to the A45S and where we're about to take it. Make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll explain the rest in the next bit of this video. Let's go. So, intro done, car is here. EST performance. So if anyone knows the Mercedes scene in the UK at all, you are going to know who EST performance are. They have been developing the A45S, Sale A45S engine platform since it came out of the factory. The guy that runs this place did actually tell me that they got the first factory car and have been developing it since. Very, very famous stage 2 package that they do here is what is going on the car. Now, as you all know, my A45S is already stage 1. That was done back home in Glasgow, but I have opted to go for these guys here just because when we start pushing power, I want it to be the people that have developed the platform the most, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's not a slight on anyone else's talents, it's just that they have done the most work. So I am down here at EST and it is going full stage 2 package. So in the last few weeks we did get a Cobra Decat downpipe fitted, which is now paired up with my full non-res Milltek. So the car is Larry, but it's a YouTube car and a content car, so that's fine. Today it is in for engine tuning, gearbox tuning and a CPC module change, and they're going to tune the CPC module as well, so that will deliver the full stage 2 package. I'm not going to say the power figures we're expecting here, but let's hope we get north of 500 and let's see what this car can actually do when it is woken up properly. There is another very special part of this journey. We are not going home after this car is tuned. We are going somewhere very, very special, and if you look at my hoodie, you're probably going to see where we're going. So I'm going to stick around with some of the guys here. I do need to jump back and forward to the digs though and try and get my head down for a bit because we are knackered, but I'm going to stick around and just live off pure adrenaline whilst this car is getting stage 2. Let's go. Whilst I'm still here, this is like Mercedes mecca really, because there's like loads of interesting cars here. There's actually a fully caged out A45 older one just inside the workshop there. They've got multiple older A45s. They've got this lovely red one here, which you can see, so pretty much Mercedes specialist, but there's other stuff going on as well, TCR cars as well. Whilst I'm here, I may as well get a few videos. This guy's about to load up what I believe to be TCR Seat Leons into the back of this unbelievable race bus. This is the type of shit that you want to get to one day. Look how sick this is, man. So the guy was just telling me there they're going to Oulton Park for Britcar, which is pretty cool. There's a newer one over here as well. I'll get a video when that comes out of the garage, but just always like to try and include as much stuff as I possibly can. But obviously the focus of today is my A45S. Problem I've got is we didn't sleep last night because we drove right through the night, so I'm slightly concerned about this getting done and then taking it out a drive. So the first drive might need to wait until tomorrow when I've had a sleep, because I think I might need to make a wise decision to not go out and attempt to film my first drive when I've not had any sleep. So we'll figure that out as we go. They're literally doing work on it right now. I just don't want to be a pain in the arse, but I'll show you. Oh, they've shut the door, look, it's in there. So the owner says he's going to give me a phone when something spicy's happening. Right, I'm going to save the full dyno run for later when the car's actually been calibrated right, but the door's shut and I can hear them doing a bass run. Sounds good. Hope you can hear that coming through the door, but I promise you, you'll get closer to the action a wee bit later on. I've been invited in to get the run right, so He's calling it a stock run, but it's not really a stock run because this has got a stage 1 on it. So there he's there, we're ready to go. Let's see what it runs currently. Hope you enjoyed that run there. Nice, loud, like we really want it with this car. So I'll just repeat again, this has now got a Cobra Decat downpipe mated up with a full Milltek OPF back that was on it before, non-resonated as well. So he's just done a stock graph there. Let's have a look. So remember, this was an ECU Tune stage 1, and shout out to ECU Tune, by the way. I am not here because I don't like ECU Tune or anything like that. I don't want anybody thinking that. I am here because the development has been done here. Just had a discussion about that there. So that is the reason that I'm all the way down here doing this, right? But we ran 468, which is 3 more than was quoted on ECU Tune's rollers, and 539 Newton meters. So really strong. Guy's happy with it, no problem. So what we're looking for is the 500 mark, and we're going to be adding at least an extra 100 Newton meters of torque, and it's all going to happen earlier in the rev range. So that's the difference that this is going to make, because it's going to all happen earlier. It's going to come on a lot quicker. We're going to get a lot of torque at the lower end of the rev range, and it's going to change the car completely. The key to that is what EST do here, is they have a Virgin CPC module that goes on the car, and that enables them to open up the next level of tuning that other places aren't able to do because they just don't have the development and the know-how. So, base run done, base figures recorded. I'm going to piss off out the way for another wee bit. They're going to do some work with the modules, and I'll be back for the first proper power run. Whilst we were trying to unload the car off the trailer, as if we needed any more problems, one of the ramps fell out of its runners, and I had to take it apart and fix it before I could take the car off. And just to top that off, yesterday, so that would be Wednesday night, we were leaving Scotland at 8 PM, right, to drive right through the night to get here to have the car in EST at 8:30 this morning. And we were going to jump back and forward from the Airbnb, try and get a bit of sleep and stuff before a major journey starts tomorrow, right? But I went to pick up my mate Barry's trailer, because that's the one that we've got that the A45 fits on, and we plugged the trailer electrics in, and we had no power going to the trailer. Obviously, putting a £50,000 car on the back of a trailer with no brake lights is definitely not something that we can entertain. So thankfully, Barry's fitters basically stripped the whole tow bar electrics apart, found loads of problems with it from the original install, fuck you, and basically reinstalled it for me and got us up and running at about 6 PM. So we were running well late last night, and it's been a bit of a hustle, and then we had a problem with the trailer right here, right now. So it's been sent to testers, but positive vibes, we're on one. Right, I'm just about to step back into a really noisy environment here. So that's them finished, and we're about to get the final run, and we will see exactly what we are making. Here, boss! Checking the pops and bangs.
So for that especially, the peak torque area we are at now is mainly 3,500 RPM, just to keep everything a little bit happy, compared to before where at 3,500 RPM, 488 Newton meters. So we've gained off maths off the top of my head, like 170 newton meters in that area, which is massive. And actual peak driving areas where you are driving a car between sort of 3.5 and 6.5, we're gaining, well, we're keeping over 600 newton meters till 5,500 RPM compared to that's where peak torque was. So it pulls massively throughout the rev range. Even the horsepower wise, and we know it's irrelevant up top because we are knocking quite hard, but even throughout the rev range, we're up sort of 70 horsepower on a stage 1 already, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, shame about the knock up top. But
that's all right. So we've got, so the final figures, so we've got 651 newton meters as peak torque, which is a massive increase over what was on it before, and 498. 498.
2 off 500. But
2 off 500, but there's a couple of things that we need to do. So the fuel that we've got in the car, I've been told the Shell garages here isn't great. So as soon as we get to our next destination, which you don't know about yet, we'll get some 102 in the car, and it's going to like that as well. Yeah. And we'll be using Tesco 99 at home as normal. But yeah, so
yeah, with 102, I'd say it's 505 to 510 quite happily.
Look, it would have been nice to leave with a 5, right? But the boys are saying the safest way is to have it like this. So let's not get too upset over 2 horsepower, and let's get this thing on the road and see how it feels. That's it, off the dyno. So the boys are saying that it's needing a new air filter. Apparently wasn't fitted at the last service, which is great. So they've ordered me a new one in. It's coming at 2 o'clock. It's now 20 past 12. So I'll probably take the car a run and then come back to get that fitted. So yeah, that's it off the dyno. Can't wait to take it out on the road. Let's do it, man. Right, so we've skipped a good few hours in the video. So I left you last when I was at EST Performance in the car park. I did give a bit of context in the video, but we literally hadn't slept a wink from the night before. We had travelled through the night. We didn't think it was a really wise idea to go out doing test drive videos of the car when we were so tired. We all crashed out at like 6:30 last night. So it's now Friday morning, but I'm going to maintain this part of the video in today's video to make sure that we get continuity right. So we're now out on the road, we're heading to our next location, which will be revealed in the next video. But right now it's time to get a first proper drive and reaction from EST Performance Stage 2 on the A45S, right? So at this point, I'll just remind everybody, if you're enjoying the content on Dreamscape and you want to follow on what's happening with this car and where we're going over the next few days, then make sure you hit like and subscribe. So the modifications that we've got on this car is the full Milltek Race Exhaust, Cobra Decat Downpipe. We've got the Stage 2 software, which is the gearbox, engine and CPC software from EST Performance, a well-known package that you get on these platforms in the UK. But that's enough of that. Let's get the windows open and let you hear what this is like. It's honestly fucking ridiculous. So we're in Hailsham right now still, and we're upsetting this village. It's only 8:30 in the morning. So let's talk figures then, right? Let me get the dyno graph. Where is it? There we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. Should be. Oh no, wait, it's in here. Is it? No, it's in here. No, it's in here. Right, let's put that one in there. Right, let's go. So EST dyno. So they dynoed the car, as a reminder, they dynoed the car at almost exactly the same figures as ECU Tune Stage 1 quoted, right? So 468 horsepower. This was running Stage 1 before the downpipe was fitted. So obviously we would have got a natural power increase very slightly from the downpipe. But just reading this now, so we ran 498 horsepower and 651 Newton meters of torque, which for a car of this size and this weight and a 2 litre engine platform is, to me, pretty insane without having to do too many crazy mods. probably, with everything that I've done to this car, I'm probably 6 or 7 grand in now, which to be honest is not bad considering where it's been, what it's done and what we've managed to get out of it so far. So that's the figures. I'm going to continue to do some road testing before we end the video, but yeah, I am absolutely astounded at the performance of this car. It feels like they've added another of the same car on top of it again. That's honestly what it feels like. So the torque curve comes in like 3000 RPM, you've basically got full torque, which is what it was missing before. And EST Performance specialise in getting that, lifting the torque limiters off the gearbox with the CPC module. That's basically what it is that they do. Without getting too technical, they've got their own processes, but that's basically what they do. And I can tell you right now, that's what they've done. Like, I wish you could see out the front, because I'm catching up with Barry, who's got the trailer, the empty trailer in front right now, and this thing is a rocket ship. Another thing that's worth mentioning is we just put brand new discs on it, EBC yellow stuff pads, and Motul 660 brake fluid. So the brakes are brand new, so we're still kind of bedding them in a bit right now. So during this part of the journey, we're going to accelerate and slow down, accelerate and slow down, and get the brakes bedded in, because I can tell you right now we're going to need them for the next place that we're going. Come on. It must be bad for the engine mounts or something, because it's literally like I tell you, if there's anything that can make you smile this much, it's worth any penny that you spend on it, man. Right, we'll wait till we get onto a motorway, because we haven't done that yet, so stay tuned for that. Right, let's do a bit of B-road shuffling here. Just testing the brakes. It's the brakes that you can smell, by the way, that's the smell. It reaches the speed limit so quick, doesn't it? And then you need to obviously you need to come half high. It's absolutely wild, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Pretty crazy, boys, pretty crazy. There's quite a lot of interesting smells coming off it, like burning 99 Ron, brakes are now stinking, but we're trying to bed the brakes in, so quite a bit of skin on the brake pads and the discs, but they won't have any of that left shortly. EBC sent me an email with the bed-in process, but it's quite complicated because it's wanting you to like brake from like a certain percentage to like a certain percentage of like miles per hour to like 20 miles per, like, you know, it's actually quite complicated. So I'm gonna, like, I don't know how you would measure those conditions, to be honest. So I'm going to just try and do it as best I can on the road. Obviously we'll have a bit of time between now and the next location, so I should be able to get them bedded in reasonably well. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself, if you can't tell. Let's so we've had some fun there, unbelievable road test. Just getting it out onto the road and getting it opened up on proper roads is just phenomenal, by the way. We've now absolutely dusted Barry. He's towing the empty trailer to the next location, and then once we get there we're going to load this up onto the trailer. So we're waiting on him now. So what I'll do is we'll call it a day for road tests at the minute. Next bit of the video will be us checking back in with Barry and getting this loaded up onto the trailer. So I hope you've enjoyed that. We are certainly enjoying ourselves, but the action's not over, I promise. Yes everybody, so this is going to conclude this video. So where are we right now? If anybody knows this area, they will know where I am. We have got A45S, an empty trailer right there, and she is going on that trailer for the next part of our journey. So I hope you enjoyed all the testing and all that. I hope you enjoyed all of that stuff. The next video that you're going to see, which will be episode 2 of this series, will be the next part of our journey. So I hope you enjoyed the A45S getting turned into an absolute fucking monster, and get ready for the next video because we're going somewhere special. See you soon.